Hey, what's up guys? This is StainV once again, and this is a little different. This is tournament gameplay from 360icons. It's from the finals. I will be uploading the 3 maps we won. We won 3-1 against Yung Gunz. I was going to upload this to the team channel, however, it's not actually envious since I'm the only member. My roster for this tournament was Optic Rambo, Leverage Aches, and Leverage TP. So 4 pros, and we did pretty well. We only lost 1 map the entire day, and it was to this team. It was Summit Domination. We lost like by 10 or 15 points, so it was a pretty good game. Overall, it was really fun. Let me explain to you guys why I'm using the commando for this tournament. They had several rules and weapons banned. Did a little bit different from actual MLG. I explained in my last commentary for you guys what was banned, but just in case you haven't watched that, the FAMAS was banned, which is crazy, you know, who bans the FAMAS. So he banned the FAMAS for this tournament. He also went ahead and banned the G11 and the AUG and the Spectre, and also banned a few perks like Flak Jacket and stuff like that, the typical MLG rules, as well as Rapid Fire and Grip were banned. So the 74U wasn't as good without those. I mean, you were able to use it with extended mags, but extended mags really doesn't compare to the grip. It's just not as accurate, and it's not as reliable in my opinion. So for majority of the day, I use the commando. I use the AK a little bit, use the AK-74U maybe once. Most of the time I was actually using the MP5, and I really did enjoy using it. And it really is a good, it's a really good weapon to use. And I'll probably post a video from the 360icons with me using it if it's still in my recent games and I can locate it for you guys. Alright, so we're up 1-0 right now. We were able to clutch that and stop that cap. And this is that situation where, you know, we were able to stop the flag and get a counter cap off of this. And I tell teams all the time, unless you're 100% sure that, you know, you will be getting that cap, or, you know, unless you need it to win, then all your guys shouldn't run out of their, you know, map position just to help that flag carrier. And that's exactly what happened. They all tried to run to the flag carrier and support him, and that left, you know, a lot of parts of the map open. We kind of found the holes and made it through, and were able to stop that cap. So always just stay in your setup. If you don't get the cap, it's a lot better than not capping and them getting a return than your whole team dying without you capping the flag and them getting a counter cap, which is what we just did to them, and then we relayed another flag. So you know, just focus on map control before you focus on the caps, unless you absolutely need it to win, like it's 20 seconds left and you're about to lose or something like that. Terminator hits a huge grenade, stops the flag in the track, like on its way down to capping it. I pick up a huge 3-piece and secure that cap. We're already winning 4-0 right now, so I guess that cap wasn't, you know, as huge, but nonetheless we did secure it, and we were capable of capturing that. Now, a little tip I want to give you guys for CTF. I think this pretty much applies to all maps. Kind of an easy way to break it down is think of the map as lanes. Okay, cut it into kind of 3 lanes. Okay, so from the position I'm at now, you got the C dom lane, you have that B dom lane, and then you pretty much have the A dom jungle lane. And what you want to do is you want to secure one of those lanes to pull the flag. And the easiest lane to secure on firing range is jungle. It's the most secured, has the most cover, and it's the easiest route to run the flag. The middle lane, I guess, is pretty much your cutoffs. That's kind of where you're setting up, and you make sure that they cannot come to the middle lane. And then what that will do is that's going to force the team coming down that left lane, that C dom area, and you know, allow all the kills to kind of funnel into that one tunnel, and that choke point is really easy to pick up on. And if you're in the right position and kind of, whenever your flag carrier is running that flag down the jungle, you should always have a guy in your base or near the C tunnel, which is right to my right, kind of where that guy shot me through. You should always have a guy in that area just to kind of pick up all the opponents that are spawning near CDOM and trying to make a quick route to your flag base and stop the capture. So that pretty much works for all maps. If you do notice, they had 6 people who had kills, and I'll explain the situation there. One of their players weren't there, and we agreed to allow them to use someone else in the room who was spectating. And I think there was a little dispute about who got to play, and like 2 extra people spawned in, or 3 total people spawned in, and made it like a 6-on-4. Even with that being said, we still win the map. And yeah, it was a good game overall. I think they kind of got upset at one point in time because they started using FAMAS and Claymores, and at that point in time we knew it was over, but I still wanted to upload it for you guys because there's still, you know, things you can learn out of this. So Commando overall, it's a good gun, but it does not compare to the FAMAS. I'll probably choke sometime in this video just because I'm not used to the recoil. The Commando kind of has a little bit more random recoil, or at least I'm not used to it enough to, you know exactly where the recoil would go. But for the FAMAS, it kind of jumps up and to the right. So whenever I'm shooting the FAMAS and I know exactly where the recoil is going, makes it a little bit easier to control my shot. And I guess that's a tip for you guys. Just whatever weapon you use and you're comfortable with, make sure you know how the recoil works, because if you can get that down, then you can kind of pre-aim at, you know, so with the FAMAS you pre-aim to like the left side of the person or the bottom left, and pretty much what that'll do is, you know, it's gonna jump up to the right 90% of the time. There's a chance where something else could happen, but 90% of the time it's gonna go in that direction, and, you know, allow you to pick up kills by kind of predicting that recoil instead of hurting you. I was able to get that grenade kill on the guy trying to capture the flag and die for that return. That's almost impossible to stop that guy in my position. Anytime you're in the middle lane and they're running your flag down the jungle lane and you're trying to cut them off, if you're not at their flag before they are, and let's say you're posted up at the middle lane head glitch, which is where I threw the grenade from, they can pretty much dive from that jungle room, the little red room between the flag and jungle. They can pretty much dive from there right onto the flag without dying. I mean, without dying before they capture the flag at least. And it's really, really, really hard to stop that. You kind of need to stun him before he lands on that flag, because if he gets that dive, it's near impossible to to stop him before he's actually able to cap the flag. So we killed 4 there, then there's 2 extra guys, so yeah, I think there's still 6 guys spawned in. We really didn't care. We knew that we already won the map. They knew it too, just because they had too many people spawn in. But yeah, this is us not setting up properly. Our flag carrier was running that flag up the jungle lane, or jungle route, whatever you want to say, and I was top wood and I made the mistake of jumping off, and now the situation we're in is we don't have any map control and they're countering our cap. So that was the situation I was just telling you guys never to make the mistake in, where, you know, your guy's about to capture the flag and you go out of your way or leave an important part of the map just to, you know, ensure that cap. And we didn't need that cap. I could have stayed top wood and waited for them to go for the return and picked up a kill or 2 or maybe even 3 and allow my team to regain map control. So that's something that I need to focus on a little bit more, but something I am aware of. Just want you guys to be aware of it as well. Let's see what we have going on. There's only a minute left in this round. I think we capped 5 flags on the first side, so we're up 5-1. At this point in time, there's no way to cap 5 flags in a minute 10. At least I don't think it's possible, unless, you know, the other team is just, they don't have a brain or something. That's that recoil that I'm not used to. If he was playing, he would have outgunned me for sure. But it was kind of jumping around randomly, and I was expecting it to go to the right, and I kept shooting to the left of the guy, and that's just me not being used to the Commando yet. But it's a good gun. I do know in the Deserto rules the Commando isn't banned, and I didn't know that for the longest, but I don't understand why they don't use it more. It's in my opinion, it's a lot better than the AK-47. It's a lot more reliable, especially at longer distances. So What he did was really smart right there, if you guys notice. I was near the ADOM area in the jungle, trying to be specific. It's not domination, but I shot at his teammate, and he ran the flag bottom wood, and once he realized that I was no longer ADOM, he instantly knew that I was trying to flank him, and he turned around pre-firing, and it worked out in his favor. So hope you guys enjoyed that. I will be moving on to the next game type, and yeah, thanks guys.